of my personal PC game or personal experience with my PC games. Okay, I'm going to give you the best games that I have ever played that have left a permanent mark in my brain that I would assume to be maybe the best games for PC ever released. Now, I'm going to go based off my head on what I think was the best games ever released that I played fully, thoroughly enjoyed these games. This is my own personal biases. This is not a list from a website. This is just my list only going only for my brain that left a permanent mark in my brain. So for PC only, or you could do PS5, but PS4, but I'm just gonna say for PC, personal computer games. But they do have most of these games have it for other platforms too. But in general, I'm going to name the best list of games I've ever played and that you should have on either in physical copy, Steam copy, or some other type of copy of games. The best PC games of all time, in my opinion, at least in my top, I don't know, up in the 20s, maybe 30s, or just in general. Okay, the best PC games is, for me, that I play and I adore and I love so damn much. Okay, here we go. Number one, Bioshock. Number two, Bioshock 2. And I don't know the third Bioshock game, the name, but number three is Bioshock, I think Infinity, maybe? I don't know, something like that. So the Bioshock games are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Next, Dead Space. Dead Space 2. Dead Space 3. Alien Isolation. But this is coming off just my brain, and I'm not looking at any other screens. So if I don't remember some, bear with me. These games need to be played. You need to play these games if you have not played them. So Bioshock 1, Bioshock 2, Bioshock 3, Infinity, or whatever the hell they call it. I don't remember what they call it. Soma. Soma's really good. Prey is another good PC game. Outlast and Outlast 2. My goodness gracious in heaven. Outlast 2 is a fudged up game. I don't even know how to explain Outlast 2. All I know is the most fudged up game I have ever played in my life. And I think they're coming out with another game called Outlast Trials. That game is seriously messed up, but it is good. Outlast is not a scary. It's fucking scary, especially if you do the whistleblower of the original Outlast. That was really hunting and unexpected. So Outlast 2, Outlast the Whistleblower. You need to buy these games if you're into horror. I'm not really into the horror genre. It's just the games are so well crafted. So they're really good. Resident Evil 7. That's a really good game and scary. Resident Evil Village. Another very good game, in my opinion. Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil 7. Those are my favorite of the Resident Evil series. Doom. Doom 2016. Doom Eternal. Resident Evil is good. It's in the top 30. But the games that really got me going, that really will f up your mind, literally f up your mind. I mean, if you're sensitive. Luckily for me, it doesn't bother me. The Fear games. These games are ridiculous. Fear 2, and I don't remember the name of Fear 3, but these games are fudged. Like, I'm talking really messed up games. Like, I've never experienced such immersion, especially with Fear 2. Uh, the game is ridiculous. The game is absolutely atrociously ridiculous. You have to play it and understand that game, but it is absolutely insane. Fear 2 and Fear 3 are very fucking scary. It is an abnormal, a good psychological horror film about abuse of patients. It's really good. You got to play the Fear series. Okay, Alien Isolation, the Fear series. You have to play Fear. You have to play the original one, play the second, and then play the third. They did a really good job on the second and third one when it comes to quality of the game itself. It's very scary, very effed up. Very effed up game. It is extremely, especially one of the games have like a school in it. It is the most messed up. Wait, or am I thinking of Outlast? No, which game had the one with the school? I think it was not Outlast. It might have been Outlast. The one with the school. I think it was either Fear 2. No, Outlast is the one where you got to go through a maze in the library. That one is scary. Yeah, that's scary. That game is fudged up and it's really good. Yeah, Fear 2, Outlast 2. That's a scary game. I keep mixing them up. Also, the Fear game where you're going through the school is also really scary. That game is really messed up. It's got a lot of flashing in it, and it's a really good game. It's really well crafted. I will play a really well crafted game no matter if it's scary or not. Alien Isolation, 100%. Play that game. Yes, Bioshock, Alien Isolation. Now, my favorite post-apocalyptic games is going to be let me think. Post-apocalyptic. Oh, Metro 2033. Yes, yes. The creators of this game are amazing. They did such a good job. Metro 2033 Redux. They did such a good job. Really good job on that game. The Metro games are amazing. You have to play them. Very immersive experience. Very, very, very immersive experience. You have to play the Metro games. The Metro games are really messed up and good. Let me think what else. The Metro games, you need to play the Metro games. The Fear games. The Metro games, the Fear games, Resident Evil 7, Fallout, you got to play the Fallout game, starting with at least Fallout New Vegas. Let me think what else. All the Fallout games. All good. Let me think what else. GTA 5, yeah, it's top 30. That's really, I mean, all I can think of. I mean, there are other games out there. Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3. Cyberpunk 2077, or that's a really good game. Yeah, it's a really well crafted game. You got to play it. What else? Cyberpunk 2077, Dead Space games. Oh, the Callisto Protocol. I don't know how to say it right. That game has just come out this year or last year or whatever. That's a good game. It's like Dead Space. It's fucked. It's a really fucked game. You got to have a really powerful computer to play it properly, and with ray tracing, etc. Definitely Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. Those are really. I like them. They're about beating demons up. So yeah, it's a good game. Let me think. What else? Yeah, Doom Eternal is pretty good, and Doom 2016 is even better. What's another game? I can't think of any. For sure, Outlast. Outlast 2. Yeah, definitely scary. But definitely the Bioshock series. Definitely the Dead Space series. Portal. Definitely play Portal. And Portal 2, very good game for your brain. Hey, that rhymed a little bit. Okay, so yeah, Portal 2, Half-Life. You have to play Half-Life to understand the universe, pretty much, of gaming. Like to understand the universe of gaming, you have to play Half-Life. Play Half-Life 2. Um, the Half-Life 2 was much better than Half-Life, but I don't know why they never came out with Half-Life 3. That was really dumb of them not to come out with Half-Life 3. That was really stupid. I don't know what happened to their team, but it was really stupid that they didn't come out with a Half-Life 3. That's why in the earlier 2010s and stuff, you would probably hear stuff on the ends of, oh, we couldn't make Half-Life 3. And there was a lot of memes about when is Half-Life 3 confirmed. It would have been the biggest smash hit ever because Half-Life 2 didn't end correctly, in my opinion. So Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3, the new Dead Space that came out, which replaces the original, is much better. Yep, Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3. We're gonna have to go hard on this one. Hold on, let me think. Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3. I'm thinking of what other games. Soma, for sure. Yep, a Prey. Prey is good. Soma is good. 100% you got to play these games. The Resident Evil 7. Oh, God. Okay. Crisis 2. Hold on. Crisis 2. Crisis 3. I don't know why they haven't created a new Crisis game yet. It would be amazing if they did. Their graphics are already good enough. Oh, shoot. Okay, so we got BioShock, we got Crisis, we got Alien Isolation. That game is messed up, man. That game is fucked. Okay, and then Metro games. You have to play these Metro games. Guys, when I tell you to play the Metro games, I mean it. Amazing games, very interesting concept of spirits and just playing the game. It's the ghosts and stuff like that, apparitions. It's an amazing game. Metro series games are amazing. Probably underrated in my opinion in some areas. The Metro games are some of the best I think ever created by humans. Outlast is some of the best games created by humans because of the aesthetics of the game itself, not necessarily the horror that's within the game itself, but the aesthetics of Outlast 2 are amazing for an older game. But what game gets me the most, I think, is Fear 2 and Fear 3. It's a very messed up game. It really genuinely is a messed up game. It is extremely effed in the game. Those games, I think, are probably the top 10. Fear and Fear 2, Fear 3, Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3. Yeah, so those are the best games I think ever created by humans. Far Cry, those are really good games. They're up in the 20s though. I don't think they're in the top 10. The Far Cry series are really good, but not as good as the Dead Space games. No way. Dead Space 2, Dead Space 3. So I think that's about all I could tell you. But you have to get these games. You have to play these games. Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, Fallout 4. You guys got to. I'm surprised they didn't make new Fallout games. I'm very shocked that they have not made a new Fallout game. There's so much opportunity to make an awesome new game, but they screwed it up. They also had a new option. They had another option to make another BioShock game, but they screwed that up. They could have made Half-Life 3, but they screwed that up. All these different developers, they should have kept going with these games and not go for buying stuff in store or multiplayer. Always kept with single player because that's what keeps the people coming. I mean, not everybody always wants to play multiplayer games. Some people just want to play single player games. So that makes no sense. But definitely, all the Fallout games, all the Metro games. You know what's funny is I never played Metro games until last year, and I loved it. I fell in love with the Metro series. It is some of the best gameplay of any games I've ever played, and they are so genuinely good and no glitches. It's pretty stable. Dead Space games, yes, 100%. The Callisto Protocol, 100%. And if I could think of any games, I'll put them down in text below. But I think that's about it. I don't think there's any other better games out there when it comes to the play, the longevity of the play. The Fear series game are fudge. The Outlast games are fudge. I mean, Evil Dead 2 is pretty good. It's a pretty good game. It's pretty good. Okay, I think that's about it. I mean, if you guys have any other games, put them down below. But I'm talking specifically PC games made within the last 20 years that are just amazing. But to be honest with you, I think my top three games is going to be Dead Space 2, Outlast 2, Metro 2033 Redux. Those are my absolute favorite three games. And my top six, 4, 5, and 6, if I had to, is, well, Bioshock, Fear 2, and Fear 3. Yeah, for sure. Those games are the best. The best games. I mean, I've played a lot of games in my life, but PC game wise, nothing better than those top six. Of gameplay, cinematography, of the gameplay, the way the game looks, the way the game feels, especially if you're wearing a headset, the immersion in the game, 10 out of 10. I'm not a critic. I'm just giving you my personal biases. Those are the best games to play, in my opinion. When it comes to the play, Resident Evil 7 is another game that you can play that's pretty immersive. Not as good as the other games, but it's pretty good. Resident Evil Village is a really messed up game, but it's good. It's really good. I think it's good. Scary but good. Outlast 2, that game is really scary though. That game is just messed up, but it's good. It's good in the sense of the way they created the game, the way they made the game. Not the aspects of what's in the game, but the way they made the game is what makes it scary. What else? Anything else? No, that's about it.